The cursed love of Aaryav and Laiyla. In a peaceful village, where golden fields danced with the breeze and birds sang morning melodies, lived a cheerful girl named Laiyla and a kind boy named Aaryav. Though they had never met, destiny quietly prepared their paths to cross. One quiet afternoon, the river sparkled like silver glass. Aaryav stood near the water, skipping stones, while Laiyla walked down the narrow path carrying flowers. And then it happened. Their eyes meet. The moment their eyes met, time slowed. The river's murmur faded. The world around them blurred into nothingness.
Oh, I've never seen eyes like yours.
And I've never felt silence this loud.
Their hearts raced, their minds floated. They forgot the river, the sky, the earth, everything but each other.
Why do I feel like I've known you forever?
Maybe some souls meet before they are born.
They stood inches apart, neither speaking nor moving, drowning in each other's presence. Birds chirped, leaves rustled, but neither Laiyla nor Aaryav heard any of it. At that very moment, a sage passed along the riverbank. His robes were worn, his beard long, and his staff heavy with dust from travel. Though he was wise and kind, he was also known for a fiery temper.
Sage muttering to himself while walking. These paths twist like snakes. Which way leads to the village square?
Seeing the young couple, the sage assumed they belonged to the village.
You there, children. Which way to the village temple?
But Laiyla heard nothing. Aaryav heard nothing. They only stared, lost in a world of their own.
Young ones, I am speaking to you.
Still no reply, not even a blink. What insolence! Am I invisible? But the sage didn't understand, and they hadn't ignored him out of disrespect. They simply didn't realize he existed.
I ask again, where is the village temple?
Nothing. No answer. Just two love-struck statues.
Enough. I am a humble seeker of directions, yet you mock me with silence. You think the world will always bend to your foolish love?
The sage, though good-hearted by nature, carried a spark of impatience within his soul, and when that spark met the fuel of silence, it burst into flames of fury. Having felt insulted and ignored, his face reddened, his breath quickened, and his voice thundered across the river bank like storm clouds clashing over distant mountains.
You are so blinded by love that you see no one else. Very well, if you cannot respect the world, let the world reshape you.
With his staff raised high, he summoned ancient power from the heavens, power older than any mortal mind could comprehend.
I curse you, boy, turn to ash, and you, girl, become a flower.
But someone else heard everything. Someone who fluttered unseen beneath the shade of great banyan branches. It was a fairy, gentle and luminous, her eyes full of empathy and her wings shimmering with a silver glow. She had watched the entire scene unfold, and her heart tightened with sorrow for the innocent lovers.
Revered sage, please wait.
The sage turned, surprised to see such a celestial being among mortals.
They did not hear you, O wise one. They were lost in a spell of pure love. Their silence was not born from arrogance, but innocence. I beg you, forgive them.
Forgive, I asked. I waited, and I was met with emptiness.
Anger does not suit a divine sage. Please allow mercy to guide your judgment.
But instead of calming him, the fairy's plea struck the wrong chord within the sage's wounded pride. Sage, roaring like thunder.
If you care for them so much, then I curse you too. Become a deer, powerless and weak.
The loud thunder of his voice cracked their trance.
Huh? What happened?
Were we talking or dreaming?
And yet, tragically, Aaryav and Laiyla still did not understand. Their minds were suspended in love's dream, unaware of the storm that had passed over them. They turned slowly to face the sage and saw rage burning in his eyes.
Sage, fairy, why do you look so distressed?
You must go to the sage and ask for his forgiveness.
The fairy explains everything to them.
Aaryav, Laiyla, you must apologize quickly.
Revered sage, forgive us. We didn't hear your voice.
We had no intention to ignore you. Please, take back your words.
Their voices carried sincerity. Their eyes reflected guilt, confusion, and desperation. The sage breathed heavily, his anger melting like snow under sunlight. His shoulders slumped, his grip on the staff loosened, and his eyes softened with reluctant regret. The river whispered sorrow. The breeze held its breath. A heavy silence draped the scene like a mourning shroud. The sage stood before them, his anger now reduced to embers of regret and wisdom. His eyes softened, and in his voice there was no more rage, only calm acceptance of the fate he had sealed.
My curse cannot be reversed, not by me or by any being in the heavens or the earth. But there is one way to break it.
Laiyla and Aaryav looked up with trembling hope, and even the fairy raised her weakened gaze, praying silently for mercy.
In the next life, when Aaryav touches flower-formed Laiyla, she will speak, and all memories will return. He paused, letting the gravity sink in. Then Aaryav must pour river water on the flower to restore her. But before taking the river water, he must perform 3 good deeds, each driven by selfless intent.
The sage then turned to the fairy, whose wings were trembling, as if already feeling the curse that clung to her fate.
And when Laiyla returns to her true form, then you will regain your powers and become a fairy again.
Having spoken destiny into existence, the sage did not wait for gratitude or grief. He simply turned, his robes flowing like a trail of dust and ancient wisdom, and walked away into the fading light of dusk. No sooner had the sage vanished into the trees than reality twisted once more. The cursed words, invisible yet sharp, descended like divine lightning. Aaryav felt his body tremble, not with pain, but with dissolution. His fingers crumbled, his hair scattered like smoke, and his very soul turned weightless as he became ash, carried gently by the breeze but refusing to drift too far, as if love kept even the dust rooted to the earth. Laiyla gasped, feeling life drain not from her heart, but from her movement. Her skin stiffened, her breath halted, and in a shimmer of magic, her form folded into petals. Where once stood a girl full of laughter, now stood an unmoving flower, delicate yet filled with silent tragedy. And the